Hello guys, welcome back to my channel in English Academy. Guys, in this video we will explain the poem Don't Call Me Anglo-Indian. So guys, come on the topic and let's start now. No, I don't want to be a hodgepodge of culture, a confusion of language, a nullity of imagination, an abortive affair between an Indo and Anglo. I hate hyphens, the artificial bridges between artificial values. In the name of race, religion, and language, I damned or hyphenated minds, prejudiced offspring, offsprings of enlightened soul. I denounce all labels and label makers. I refuse to be a monrock specimen, to be analyzed, labeled, and stored for a curious, gloomy fellow to reanalyze, reclassify me, for salving me again. Guys, the poet said Amanuddin doesn't like to be a mixture of cultures and language. He doesn't like a lack of imaginations. He dislikes of to be an unsuccessful relationship between an Indian and English. He doesn't like the use of hyphens and calls them artificial bridges between artificial values in the name of race, religion, and language. He condemns all hyphenated. He condemns all hyphenated minds whom he calls prejudiced products of the soul, which are not free from ignorance and superstitions, etc. He denounces all labels and labels markers. Labels are usually given to the Monroe specimen. He refuses to be like such a specimen of Monroe, which are analyzed, classified, and labeled, and finally stored in the salvage again and again. He doesn't like the label of Indo-Anglican for himself. They call me lndo-Anglian. I don't know what they mean. Kaveri flows in my veins. Chamundi hills rise in my mind with stars afloat. Eye of the goddess smiling on the slain demon. Brindavan fountain sings in my soul, but am not tied down to my childhood. But I am not tied down to my childhood scene. I have led language by their ears. I have twisted kids to force the truth out. I have burned candles in the caves of prejudice. I have searched in the oceans of being. I have flown across the university on the wings of my thoughts. They call me Indo-Anglican, the mystics, misinformed folk, and class me with a small group of writers, cloistering me, crippling me. I would rather roam with Kalidasa and Kabir, or go on a spiritual journey with Dante, meditate with Kham on the mathematics of existence, or sing with Ghalib the anguish of love, or drawn with Lipo kissing the moon's reflection in the river. They call me Indo-Anglian. It is true I write in English, dream in the language of William Shakespeare and Keats, but I am not an Anglo, my friend. I am a poet. I have lived 40 centuries under various names. I am now Amanuddin. Guys, however, the poet is not limited by being tied to the sins of his childhood. He has mastered language. He has twisted the system of religion beliefs in order to take out or know the real truth. Guys, but when the poet said that, but I am not tied down to my childhood scene. I have led language by the years. I have twisted creeds to force the truth out. I have burned candles in the caves of prejudice. I have surged in the ocean of being. I have flown across the university on the wings of my thought. As yet, the poet says that he has mastered the language, he has twisted the systems of religious beliefs in order to take out or to know the real truth. He has become enlightened by burning candles in the narrow caves of prejudice. He has moved freely like the waves in the oceans of existence. His thought is free since he has traveled across the universe on the wings of his thought. Next, they call me Indo-Anglian. The mistakes misinformed folk and class me with a small group of writers, clustering me, crippling me. I would rather roam with Kalidasa and Kabir, or go on a spiritual journey with Dante, meditate with calm on the mathematics of existence, or sing with Ghalib the anguish of love, or drown with Lippo kissing the moon's reflection in the river. Guys, then the poet says that people are mistaken and misled who call him Indo-Anglian. They class him with a small group of writers. They shoot him in a courtyard and isolate him from the external world and make him cripple. He would rather like to be grouped with the great poets like Kalidas, Kabir, Dante, Omar Khayyam. He would wander in imagination with Kalidasa and Kabir. He would undertake a spiritual journey with Dante. He would meditate with Omar Khayyam on the mathematics of life and would sing the painful song of love and separation with Ghalib. He would drown with Lippo kissing the moon's reflection in the river. They call me Indo-Anglian. It's true. I write in English, dream in the language of Shakespeare and Keats, but I am not an Anglo, my friend. I am a poet. I have lived 40 centuries under various names. I am now Amanuddin. Guys, finally, the poet Amanuddin said that although he writes in English, images, imag, imagines in the language of Shakespeare and Keats, yet he is not Anglo, he is a poet. He has lived under various names and has the rich Indian cultural heritage of 4,000 years. He is now simply Amanuddin.